For your hosting and domain needs, head over to HostGator where you could get plans starting as low as $3.95 a month. For more information, check out the affiliate link in the description area below. Hey, welcome to another episode of GeekOutdoors.com. So, on a previous episode, I asked a question on whether or not Snapchat is dead. And what I meant by that was at the time that I made that video, YouTube had just announced their YouTube Live feature on mobile devices. And with so much competition in the live space, specifically from Facebook Live, and also, since Facebook owns Instagram, they have their own Instagram Stories feature. I really felt like Snapchat was in danger of becoming, a memory, especially when companies like Google and Facebook, they have so many more people that use it, and also they have a lot more money, and so they can afford to spend a whole bunch on investing. And so here recently, there's been a rumor that Google might be looking to buy Snapchat for a proposed $30 billion. And that's quite a large sum of money. And I think if it does happen, it makes a lot of sense for Google to actually buy Snapchat for a few reasons. First and foremost, as you know, Google owns a platform called YouTube. And so YouTube is obviously the most popular video platform in the world. It's also the second largest search engine right behind Google itself. And so there is a lot of power there. And the reason why Snapchat might be a good bid is because Snapchat is still, in my opinion, still the place for really young people in terms of social media. Now, Instagram is definitely coming on up really fast, but they still have more than 160, 170 million daily users on Snapchat every single day. So that can't be ignored. And if Google were to be able to purchase Snapchat, the advertising possibilities are pretty much insane. I mean, Google is already known as a search advertising platform. That's how they make the majority of their money. And so if you notice on Snapchat, if you're doing Snapchat stories, you'll notice there's ads at the bottom, there's stories, but they're actually ads in and of itself. And so what Google would get out of this is they would get access to a much younger demographic, even though YouTube has pretty much everyone on there. But the Snapchat demographic's a lot smaller. And so they would get a newer piece of the pie that they didn't have, a much younger demographic. And so they would not have to invest in trying to get those in terms of a social media aspect, because Google has not been successful in the whole social media realm. Just think about Google Plus. That's pretty much a disaster. And then for Snapchat, if they were to be purchased by Google, that's nothing but a win for Snapchat, because Snapchat is still a very new company, and obviously they don't have the money, the resources to actually, I would say if you compared 1-to-1, they just do not have the money to go up against Facebook or Google directly, okay? Because those companies have a lot more resources. They have a lot more people on their platforms as well. And so if Snapchat were to be purchased by Google, then their ad platform, on Snapchat, it's going to increase even more, because now you have access to Google's absolutely superior and also really far-reaching ad platforms, specifically Google AdWords. And so what are some of the drawbacks, if actually Google were to purchase this? If I could think of a drawback, I would think that Google, they've tried a lot of things and they've been successful in quite a few areas, but social is the one place that they've just not been strong in. Now, the way that I would see that they would be successful with the purchase of Snapchat is if they allow Snapchat to be very independent and still run as its own company. So that would be definitely an ideal situation where both companies could win. I really think, Snapchat has more to win than Google. But if Google were able to purchase Snapchat, they could inevitably, due to the fact that they have a much younger demographic competing with Facebook itself, with Instagram, then they would have another way to battle Facebook, because Facebook is coming on really strong in so many different areas. And so not only is Facebook really strong in social media, especially when they bought Instagram, but their ad platform as well, so Facebook ads. And so more and more, Facebook is getting into where Google is at. And if there's anything Google can do to really outcompete Facebook or even block them from growing in certain areas, then that would make a lot of sense. And so If the Snapchat deal went through, then obviously you're going to be able to stop their younger demographic momentum with Instagram being a part of Facebook. And so that would be a great thing. And at the same time, with YouTube, Snapchat together being all the same property, it's going to be pretty hard to beat them in that case. As long as Google, once again, will allow Snapchat to be more of an independent company, but still, like I said, have all the access to Google's resources and other properties, then it would be awesome. I think it would be a great thing for Snapchat to do that. And then I would also think it's a really good, smart decision for Google to do that. And so if you had any thoughts on this particular possible purchase or merger, be sure to leave it in the comments area below. And I'd also like to know your thoughts on social media, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, whatever the case might be, Snapchat. I'd like to know that as well. And as always, if you did get value out of these videos, you can leave a like and subscribe. And if you wanted to support my channel further, you could do that at patreon.com/geekoutdoors. Thanks for checking out this episode. And as always, if you like these videos, be sure to click on the subscribe button. And for full written content, audio content, and additional geek stuff, head over to geekoutdoors.com, and I'll see you outdoors on the very next episode.